Every so often we like to touch base with Film Streams. Now's a good time because they just rolled out their spring calendar.
One of the events scheduled for later this month is a free screening of the film Best Kept Secret.
Yeah, Patrick Kinney, he's no secret. He's here to tell us about that and several other events. Good to see you, Patrick.
Hey,
welcome.
there.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's start with
Yeah.
the Great Directors Series. Who's next? Who are you showing? What do we got?
Right, so the Great Director Series is something that we roll out fairly frequently. We've had like series on Fellini and Hitchcock before, and this time it's a French New Wave director named Jacques Demy, who's a little bit more obscure than others that we've featured before, which is probably all the more important to do it, but he was kind of unique because he did musicals, which wasn't incredibly common for his peers like Truffaut and Godard. He kind of really stuck out. That's an image there from The Young Girls of Rochefort. It was a 1967 musical. And as you can see, it's full of color and youth. They're very exuberant. The songs are incredibly vibrant. So it's really a pretty remarkable film kind of thing.
And as we're speaking about series, your Forever Young Family and Children series continues. And I hear you're celebrating one of the most well-known actors ever in film.
That's right. So, well, we kick off with, actually it starts tomorrow, a run of a film that was nominated for Best Animated Feature Oscar this year. It's called Ernest and Celestine. You're seeing that image there. Kind of a grumpy bear and a precocious mouse become good friends. It's really adorable. It's kind of got an old school feel, so it's a great non-CGI kind of kids feature. And then after that, yeah, we're celebrating 100 years of Chaplin on film.
Love it.
So it's a whole bunch of Charlie Chaplin shorts. They're still hilarious. I got to see a few of them, and it's going to be a great
It's amazing
time.
without sound. What he could do, you know.
That's right.
What he could do.
Yeah. So what else we got? Because I know you mentioned Best Kept Secret, right?
That's the free screening.
That is free, yeah. If you'd like to reserve tickets for that, you can email Molly at filmstreams.org. That's a documentary about a special needs instructor in an impoverished area of New Jersey, and all of her students are on the autism spectrum, and they're all about to graduate high school. So it follows them as she's trying to prepare them to go out into the real world, try to find
Here's some information about it. There's Molly's email address. You will need to reserve tickets if you'd like to be a part of it.
Is there a panel discussion on
Yeah.
this
There's
as
a
well?
panel discussion.
You've done this
There's
before.
an educational component.
It's going to be a panel with professionals and parents who all deal with adults with autism. And there will be interpreters for Spanish and American Sign Language there. So.
Great. Great. We have a lot more ground to cover here.
Yeah, that's
so we'll just let you kind of go. Like with those old dolls, I'll just pull the string and let you go to work.
That sounds great.
What are some of the other things coming or showing now?
Well, let's go with now showing. We're doing the new Wes Anderson movie right now. It's called The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal, remarkable movie. Huge ensemble cast. There's an image right there. Ralph Fiennes is the star of this one. It's an alpine adventure.
We're getting a thumbs up from Jake, our floor director.
Oh,
He must
yeah,
have seen
that's
it. You
right.
liked it?
Yes.
The reviews are in.
Yeah.
And then opening today is a documentary called Elaine Stritch, Shoot Me, who Elaine kind of made a splash recently. She's 89 years old now. She just joined Twitter, all these things. She is a Broadway legend, and she was a huge scene stealer on 30 Rock. She's Jack's mom, if anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a documentary about her. She's a huge character. That's amazing. And then next Friday, the 18th, we're opening a movie starring Scarlett Johansson from the director of Sexy Beast and Birth. It's kind of one of these new, really cerebral sci-fi films like Gravity or something like that, but she's an alien who drives around in Glasgow, Scotland. And
Was it a higher budget film? Because sometimes those take a lot of money
Scarlett,
to do.
Yeah. Well, I think it's actually relatively low, but what they do with what they have is really, really remarkable.
Really?
Also coming up after that is a documentary called Finding Vivian Meyer about this very mysterious woman. She was a nanny in Chicago, and she secretly took over 100,000 candid photos of people on the street, and no one who knew her knew that she was up to that. Somebody bought some of these weren't even developed. Somebody bought all of her negatives at an auction and started developing them and found out that there was this unique talent that nobody knew about.
Wow.
So that's going to be a pretty phenomenal film as well.
Great. So a lot happening this month. I mean, basically everything we've talked about is this month still.
Yeah.
We're already halfway into it.
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
It's jam-packed.
The full calendar is available online at filmstreams.org, not just for April, but May, and as we get into the summer months, it's a great way to escape the heat we know. And the address, 14th and Mike Fahey, right there, great facility. Of course, Omaha's nonprofit cinema. We love Film Streams.
And the next time I describe a film, I'm going to use the word remarkable because you just, I mean, I
sold
sound
it.
like a film critic. Yeah, remarkable.
Sold it.
Remarkable.
Now you want to
There you
watch
go.
it. Thanks,
There you go.
Patrick.